For so long, you have been walking with questions in your heart, carrying the weight of wondering when your season of struggle would finally end. You've looked at your life and thought, how much longer can I keep waiting? But chosen one, hear this. Your waiting has not been in vain. Your treasure has not been lost, stolen or forgotten. It has been carefully preserved, stored up in heaven, protected from every hand that tried to take it, untouched by time and untouched by circumstance. And now the divine moment has come. God is sending your treasure in heaven down to earth. The unseen is about to become seen. The hidden is about to be revealed. And what has always been yours is about to arrive. You must align your heart, clear your mind, and open your spirit. What's coming is too big for old mindsets. What's coming requires space. God is about to pour out something powerful, and He needs a vessel that's ready to receive. Before we dive deeper into this word, I need you to do 3 things. First, like this video, not just to support the channel, but as a bold act of agreement with this prophetic message. Second, subscribe and help us reach 1,000 chosen ones, walking in purpose. Then go to the comments and write 99 or 777. These numbers are more than symbols. Chosen one, your treasure in heaven is more than gold, more than money, more than riches. It is the full inheritance of your destiny. It is peace after storms. It is joy after sorrow. It is open doors after closed ones. It is the wealth of opportunities, relationships, wisdom, and abundance that have been written into your story since before you were even born. For too long, you have lived as if these treasures were far away, unreachable, locked up in some distant place. But heaven never stored them to keep them from you. Heaven stored them so they would be protected until the exact moment you were ready to carry them without losing yourself. That moment is now. Think about the seasons of rejection you faced. Every time you were overlooked, every time someone walked away, every time the door closed before you could step in, you thought it was because you were unworthy. But the truth is, those doors closed because what was inside them could not hold the weight of your destiny. You are bigger than what you were chasing. You were made for more than scraps. Your treasure has always been greater, and heaven refused to let you settle for less. That is why the struggle was long. That is why the silence was heavy. But now the silence is breaking. This treasure coming down to earth is not just for your comfort, it is for your purpose. You were never meant to only survive. You were meant to overflow, to touch lives, to transform the spaces you enter. Your wealth is not selfish. It is divine. You are about to become the channel through which heaven blesses not only you but the world around you. That is why your treasure is so great, because it is not just yours. It belongs to everyone who will be touched by your story, your generosity, and your light. Chosen one, the signs are already here. Look at the patterns, the dreams that are growing stronger, the numbers you see repeating, the sudden anticipation in your spirit that you cannot explain. These are not random. These are signals. The clouds above you are heavy with blessing, and the weight of them can no longer be held back. Rain always comes when the clouds are full, and your treasure is about to rain down upon your life. You may not see the full storm yet, but you can already feel the shift in the air. That is your confirmation. When this release comes, it will not come quietly. It will not trickle, it will flood. It will not simply meet your needs. It will exceed them. It will not only bless you privately, it will display publicly that you are chosen. People who once doubted you will have no choice but to witness the change. Those who dismissed you will be shocked at how suddenly everything turns. But you will know the truth. It was never sudden, it was prepared all along, waiting for this appointed time. And now heaven has decided. It is time for your treasure to be sent to earth. Chosen one, When we speak of treasure in heaven being sent to earth, it is not just about material increase. It is about the release of everything that was hidden, reserved and waiting for the appointed time. For too long you have been told that you are lacking, that you must fight for every opportunity, that you must prove your worth to systems that were never built for you. But heaven has been holding something far greater than what the world could ever give. What is coming to you is not ordinary wealth, but a treasure designed for your purpose. It is the resources, the connections, the influence, and the opportunities that align perfectly with your destiny. This treasure has been kept safe, far from the reach of those who wish to take it from you. That is why certain things seemed blocked, why every effort to force your way into certain doors failed. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. You see, treasure in heaven cannot be corrupted. It cannot be stolen by jealous hands. It cannot be lost through earthly mistakes, and it cannot be delayed forever. It remains hidden until the moment when heaven decides the earth is ready to receive it through you. That time is now. You have been positioned, prepared, and shaped to carry what is about to be released. You may wonder why the wait was so long, why your prayers seemed unanswered. But chosen one, heaven does not waste every delay. It was training. Every silence was sharpening your discernment. Every season of emptiness was teaching you how to live by faith, not by sight. Because when this treasure arrives, it requires someone who knows how to value it, protect it, and multiply it. If you had received it before, you might have let it slip away. But now you have become someone who understands the weight of blessing. You are ready to hold what is eternal, not temporary. This treasure is not measured only in coins, but in capacity. It will stretch you, expand you, and place you in spaces you once thought were out of reach. Treasure in heaven translates to favor on earth. It shows up as people who suddenly notice your gift. It shows up as doors that swing open without you knocking. It shows up as opportunities that align so perfectly. You know they were not man-made. This is the treasure of heaven touching earth. When the unseen becomes visible, when the invisible storehouse finally opens, when everything that was prepared in silence bursts forth into manifestation. Chosen one, understand this. You are not receiving just for yourself. You are a carrier through you. Others will be blessed through you. Doors will open for those who are waiting in the shadows. Through you, generations will be touched. That is why your treasure is so valuable, because it carries impact beyond your own life. You have been entrusted as a vessel, and vessels are always filled, not just to hold but to pour. That is why your overflow will be undeniable. It will not stop with you. It will spread in the days ahead. Your spirit will feel the shift more and more. You may notice unusual peace where there was once anxiety. You may notice clarity where there was once confusion. You may feel a new boldness rising in you, as if something inside knows it is already done. Do not ignore these signals. They are evidence that the treasure is already on its way down. Heaven is not deciding, it has already decided. What you feel now is the process of release, the pulling down of what is yours into the realm where you can touch it. Prepare yourself. Chosen one, treasure requires responsibility. It is not for wasting or flaunting, but for multiplying and stewarding with wisdom. Heaven trusts you, that is why it chose you. And as this treasure begins to manifest, you will see how every trial, every test, every lonely season shaped you into the person who could carry it well. Nothing was wasted, everything was preparation. And now the release is near. The treasure of heaven is descending, and soon the earth will witness what heaven always knew about you, that you were chosen to receive what others cannot. Chosen one, treasure in heaven is not only a promise for the future, it is a living reality waiting to touch your present. Too often people think of heaven's treasures as something distant, unreachable, something only to be seen in another lifetime. But what you are stepping into now is the truth that heaven's abundance can and will manifest here on earth. The divine plan has always been for you to walk in the fullness of your inheritance, not someday far away, but now. In this life, in this season. This is why you feel the stirring in your spirit, why everything around you feels like it is shifting. Heaven is moving, and what was once invisible is becoming visible. This treasure is the culmination of every prayer you thought went unheard, every seed you planted in silence, every act of faith you made when no one was watching. Nothing you did was wasted. Even when you felt like you were giving into emptiness, heaven was recording it all, storing it up, multiplying it, and preparing to return it to you in ways far beyond what you gave. What you are about to receive is not just equal to what you put in. It is pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It is the kind of blessing that proves heaven's math is different than earth's. You may have wondered why you had to endure seasons of being stripped bare, of losing, of watching others increase while you stood still. But chosen one, loss was part of the preparation. In the stripping away, heaven removed what could not go with you into this next season. In the silence, you learned to hear the voice of faith in the waiting. You discovered strength you didn't know you had. And all of that was necessary, because now that the treasure is coming, you will not be blinded by it. You will not be consumed by it. You will not let it control you. Instead, you will carry it with wisdom, with purpose, with clarity. Treasure in heaven is pure. It does not corrupt when it comes to earth. It lifts you, it elevates you. It strengthens you. You will notice the difference between what the world calls wealth and what heaven releases as treasure. Worldly wealth can leave people restless, greedy, or enslaved to it. But heaven's treasure brings peace, freedom, joy, and security. It does not chain you, it liberates you. It does not make you fear losing it. It makes you confident that more will always flow. This is why heaven waited to release it until now, because you are finally able to distinguish between the counterfeit and the real chosen one. When heaven sends your treasure to earth, it does not just change your bank account, it changes your atmosphere. People will sense something different about you. Opportunities will begin to appear out of nowhere. You will notice favor in places where you were once invisible. This is because heaven's treasure carries an aura, a presence, a frequency that cannot be ignored. It is not only the resource itself, but the energy around it that draws even more. That is why this moment will be undeniable, because you will not only see it, you will feel it. This treasure will also bring clarity about who truly belongs in your life. There are those who were drawn to you in seasons of struggle, and there are those who will suddenly appear in seasons of increased. Treasure reveals motives. Be discerning. Heaven is releasing this treasure, not so it can be wasted on those who drain you, but so it can flow to those who align with your destiny. This release is holy, it is sacred. It is not random, and it must be protected. Chosen one, part of your responsibility is to guard what is being entrusted to you, to ensure that what comes from heaven is used for the purpose heaven intended. Look at the timing. One season is closing, another is opening. Heaven's calendar is never late, never early. It is always exact. And right now, you are standing at the threshold of manifestation. The feeling you have that something big is around the corner is not imagination, it is confirmation. You are right to feel it, you are right to expect it, because heaven is already in motion, and soon the evidence will surround you. Chosen one, let this truth settle deeply in your spirit. Your treasure is no longer hidden, it is descending. You will not live the rest of your life chasing survival. You will not remain stuck in cycles of lack. You will step into the flow of abundance that was designed for you before you even knew how to ask for it. The treasure in heaven is finding its way to earth, and when it touches down in your life, you will know that every waiting season, every painful moment, every silent night was worth it. The release will make sense of the journey, chosen one. You are entering the moment where heaven's hidden vaults are opening. The time for promises and waiting is shifting into the time of manifestation. For years you have carried words in your heart, whispers of abundance, visions of overflow, confirmations in dreams and signs. Others doubted you, some even laughed at you, and many dismissed your hope as foolishness. But what they could not see is that your treasure was being guarded by heaven itself. It was never in the hands of men, never in the control of systems, never under the authority of those who wished you harm. It was always kept in a place where corruption could not touch it. And now that treasure is being sent to earth, placed directly into your story, undeniable and unstoppable. Understand this: when heaven releases treasure, it is never small, it is never halfway. It is complete, overflowing beyond expectation. The reason your waiting has felt so long is because what has been prepared is not a trickle, but a flood. You will not simply see a little change. You will experience transformation. Entire chapters of your life will close, and new ones will begin in a single moment. This treasure will not just meet your needs. It will redefine your future. It will give you the freedom to move differently, think differently, and live differently. The world around you may call it luck, but you will know it is heaven's release. Chosen one, your treasure is not only material. Yes, resources are coming. Yes, wealth will flow. But more than that, clarity is coming. Purpose is coming. Connections that align perfectly with your destiny are coming. This treasure includes wisdom, influence, favor, and opportunities that will multiply what you touch. Heaven does not release halfway blessings. It sends complete packages, treasures that shift every dimension of your life. What you are stepping into is wholeness, where nothing is missing, nothing is broken, and nothing is lacking. This is why the path has been so painful. The greater the treasure, the greater the preparation. If your life felt like constant stripping away, it was because heaven was removing what could not handle the weight of what is arriving. If you felt isolated, it was because certain voices could not come with you into this level of blessing. If you felt delayed, it was because timing had to be exact. Nothing about your waiting was wasted. Every loss, every delay, every tear, every night of wondering was part of the design. And soon you will see why. Chosen one, you are not only a receiver of this treasure, you are a steward of it. Heaven trusts you to carry it. That is why you were chosen. You endured tests that others could not. You survived storms that should have broken you. You kept faith alive when everything around you told you to give up. That endurance was not for nothing. It proved that you are trustworthy, that you can hold what others would squander, that you can protect what others would waste. Heaven never releases treasure lightly. It chooses vessels carefully, and you, chosen one, are that vessel. Prepare yourself, because the release of treasure also reveals truth. People around you will be exposed. Some will celebrate your rise, others will reveal hidden envy. Some will be drawn to you in genuine love, others will come with hidden motives. Treasure has a way of shining light on everything. This is why discernment will be crucial. Heaven will not only release wealth, it will also release clarity, so that you can see people for who they truly are. Protect your treasure, guard your energy. Do not allow anyone to pull you back into the old cycles. You were rescued from chosen one. You will soon walk in places you once only dreamed of. You will soon hold in your hands what you once only imagined. The treasure in heaven is not staying in the unseen. It is arriving here in your life, in your reality, and when it comes, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was not man, not coincidence, not luck, but heaven itself. This is not the kind of blessing you can explain away. This is the kind of blessing that speaks for itself. So lift your head, expect the release. Every day brings you closer to the unveiling. Every sunrise is a countdown to your breakthrough. Every step you take is leading you into the flood of treasure that heaven has already decided belongs to you. And when it arrives, it will not just bless your today. It will shift your tomorrow. It will heal your past, and it will mark your legacy forever. Chosen one, you have reached the edge of manifestation. What has been unseen, what has been hidden, what has been kept beyond your reach is now descending into your life. The treasure in heaven that has been preserved for you is no longer waiting in silence. It is being released. You will not live the rest of your days looking forward to promises with no evidence. You are about to live inside of the promise. You are about to see with your own eyes what your spirit has known all along. You were never forgotten, never abandoned, never overlooked. Every blessing with your name on it is coming down. The release of treasure is more than an event. It is a shift. It changes the way you walk, the way you think, the way you carry yourself. You will no longer walk as someone who is begging the world for scraps. You will walk as someone who knows their inheritance is guaranteed. You will no longer speak as someone who doubts. You will speak as someone who has seen proof. You will no longer fear the future. You will step into it boldly because you know heaven is backing you. That is the power of this moment. When heaven sends treasure to earth, it not only fills your hands, it transforms your heart, chosen one. Look at your journey, the tests, the tears, the disappointments, the nights you wondered if you would ever make it. All of them were pointing here. Without those seasons, you would not have the strength to hold this. Without the stripping, you would not have the room to receive. Without the waiting, you would not have the vision to see it clearly. Now everything you endured becomes your testimony. Others will look at you and wonder how you survived, and you will tell them the truth. It was never by your strength. It was always by heaven's provision. That testimony will inspire, heal, and awaken faith in others. Chosen one, this is the hour to prepare your heart. Expectation is your weapon. Gratitude is your key. Alignment is your responsibility. Live these days as if the treasure is already here, because in truth, it is already on its way. Every day is part of the countdown. Every sunrise is another step closer. Every moment is a reminder that heaven's timing is perfect. And when the treasure falls into your life, it will not just meet your needs, it will exceed them, multiply them, and overflow them. So rise with confidence, walk with faith. Speak with authority. The treasure in heaven has your name on it, and now it is being sent to earth. This is your season of undeniable proof. This is your moment of breakthrough. This is your legacy beginning. You are chosen, and chosen ones are never forgotten. The heavens have decided the release has begun, and soon the world will witness what heaven has always known. Your treasure is here, and it belongs to you.